Hi, and welcome to a tutorial to help you with your assignment to find an article in ProQuest, one of the library's periodical databases. My name is Meryl Geffner, and I am the librarian working with your class this quarter. To start, go to your course resource guide and click on the page for articles. You'll see in this box, ProQuest is the second database on the list. Go ahead and click on that. If you are on campus, you'll get directly into ProQuest. If you are accessing the database from off campus, before you get in, you will need to log in with your last name and student ID number. The trick to searching a database like this one is to create well-focused searches so you get a reasonable number of results, not hundreds or even thousands, but a good number. I tell students to aim for about 50 or less, and that number of articles are all relevant to the kind of information you're looking for. That might sound easy, but depending on your artist, you might need to try several different kinds of searches. So let's begin. I am going to search on the artist Fernando Botero. So I'm going to start by putting in his name. I'm also going to check the full text box. This will ensure that all of the articles I get will have the full article available to you electronically. So it's very important that you click that. Then go ahead and click on search. And here's my results. You'll see I got well over 1,400, so that's way too big of a list for me to work through. So what I want to do now is modify my search. I'm going to click on this, go back to my search screen, and now I'm going to add another keyword to help focus this search. And depending on the type of information you're looking for, the keyword could be an art form, it could be an art movement associated with your artist, it could be the country, or an issue identified with your artist. You decide what keyword will work best. You might even end up using two different keywords. I'm going to add the word sculpture to my search, and then let's see what this does. Okay, so it knocked it down to about 147. That's a better list than what I had before. There are less to look through. But if you look along the side here, you'll see some of these icons which tell me what type of a source this is. And most of these at the top look like magazine articles. Newspaper articles, which is not going to probably give me a lot of information about Botero himself. It's going to talk about events associated with him. So I think I'm going to go over to source type. And you might get a different list of results, but look at the different types of sources and think about what kind of information that source will give you. Magazines might be good to look at. I'm going to click on a scholarly journal because this is something that will probably give me some depth and not just something newsy about Botero. And this first one, The Art of Peace in Medellin, might be good. It's number 3, actually. I'm going to look at that one. So if you click on the title, and this attracted my attention because it says speaking with Botero, which to me indicates that this is probably an interview, and that would be a really great rich source of information about the artist, an interview with him. And that's exactly what it is. You'll see here's the bibliographic information, abstract, which is a very brief summary of what the article is about. It's important to read that. And then here's the full text of the article. Okay. You also can see on this side it's also available as a PDF, and you could look at it in any form. If I want this article, if I want to be using this for my research project, I can email it to myself by clicking on this link. I can also print it out by clicking on this link. In addition, ProQuest will generate a citation for you using MLA format. Just be careful if you copy and paste this, always double check it. They make a lot of mistakes in the generation of a citation, but if you check it against something official, the MLA guide that is in the library or the handbook itself, make the changes necessary, then you should be fine. So once you find and pick your article, you're going to note the bibliographic information, and then the next step of your assignment is that you are going to evaluate that article. Evaluation is a very important part of doing any kind of research. Looking at any source with a critical eye is very important, whether it's for academic or for personal reasons. And with so much information available, you want to make sure what you end up is reliable, accurate, relevant, and useful to what you're actually looking for. So even in a library database, you want to look critically at what you find. And some very clever librarians came up with a very helpful tool in helping students evaluate information that they come across, and that is called the CRAP tests. CRA, and I add an extra A, and P. And this kind of sketches it out for you. The C stands for currency, what's the date of the information. R is for relevancy, how important is the information to what you actually need for the kind of research you're trying to do and the information you're looking for. Authority, what is the source of that information, who wrote it, an individual, a publisher, an organization, a sponsor, and most importantly, what are their credentials, what are their affiliations, what gives them the expertise to write on this topic. Accuracy, the reliability, the truthfulness of the content that you're looking at. Where did they get their information? Is it supportive? Does it look biased? Can you verify it by looking at other sources? The purpose, this is particularly important when it comes to looking at websites. Why does the information exist? And is it clear? Do the authors or sponsors of the source of information make their intentions clear? So in the next part of your assignment, you are going to be writing a brief paragraph explaining why you think the article that you selected is a good one, and you will be using examples from the CRAP test to do that. You select at least 3 of these 5 different criteria and use these questions as guides to write your paragraph to back up and support your explanation as to why you think the source that you decided to pick would be good for your particular assignment. The final part of this assignment will be provided by your instructor. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Here is my information. I'm always happy and available to help you. Thanks. Bye-bye.